This one's going to be a little more real than usual. Nothing scripted this time, nothing that I've written beforehand that I'm going to read. You guys could kind of think of this one as a little bit of me shooting from the hip. So, looking at situations and the way that they wind up fomenting hatred and division between us, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the whole idea of the useless eaters. Now, a lot of the Republicans and their little puppet bobbleheads on mainstream media, they like to foment the idea of, all those, lazy people that, just supposedly don't want to be self-sufficient, or, they're just using the system, and they kind of play it off, and they like to make people think that that's like the majority of a certain segment of the population. Now, there's plenty of reasons for people to be pissed off. We have a country that's in some pretty bad shape. A lot of bullshit going on that just should not be going on. A lot of things happening that should not be happening. And there's a lot of angst and a lot of anger out there. And in large part and degree, rightfully so. But there are certain people that are trying to use that anger as a mob influence. Okay? They are trying to, as they usually do, distort reality in order to hand people supposed answers to problems that aren't the real answer to the problems. Look, in all technicality, for some of the bullshit that these pundits and bobbleheads are spreading, I'm one of those eaters. Okay? Why? Because there have been a couple points in my life where things were so fucked up that I wound up having to be on public assistance. Presently, things about my body are messed up to the point where I'm not able to work. Now, these self-righteous, shit-stirring assholes would like you to believe that I've been on assistance because I just didn't want to fucking work. Or, right now I'm disabled because I just don't want to fucking work. Okay? And they'd like you to believe that people like that is the problem. Well, I'm here for a reality check. For those of you out there that, I'm sorry, you're chosen stupid enough to fall into this little game that they're setting up. And for those of you that already realize what I'm about to say. Okay? So let me give you a little bit of experience. Alright? They like to point out that, girl that was in line with, cartload of groceries and, a cell phone. And, she bought those groceries with food stamps. Well, gee, maybe that girl had somebody that gives a shit about her, and they ended up giving her the damn cell phone, and they pay for it because they know she can't. Doesn't mean she's gaming the system. Doesn't mean that, she doesn't want to work. Because let me tell you something. the bulk of the people, including myself, that I've known that have been on it, firstly, it ain't no fucking way to try to live. Okay? You get a little bit of a handout from the system, I guarantee fucking damn well to you, it ain't a fucking life. Okay? And this is something you morons out there feeding into this need to get through your fucking heads. Okay? Most people on that system, it's not a fucking life to begin with. And they know that. They feel it. Why? Because even with the little bit of fucking help they do get from that stuff, it still ain't enough to really get by. And it sure as hell ain't living. And as that result, and most people knowing that, they try to get off the damn system pretty freaking quick as soon as they can. Okay? So for all you idiots out there that have never been there, and you're listening to the fucking bobblehead pundits on the TV, and the distortions through lamestream fucking media, you need to get a clue. Okay? Right now, if it wouldn't be for the daily pain I fucking put up with, I'd love the opportunity to be able to have a fucking job to where, you know, if I gotta be able to sit the hell down or stand up or lay down, given what I've got going on, I'd love to have one and not have to be looking at freaking Social Security disability right now. But it's simply not an option for me because that kind of a job for me don't fucking exist. And there are millions of me out there. Similar situation, something else. The assholes in control are the ones that want to use this as the excuse of why we're in the situation we're in. That's not it. And they use it as an excuse in order to try to cover up their own fucking incompetencies. Why? Because if you guys out there are pissed off by people like me, you ain't going after the assholes that are really causing the problems. They do this shit to us repeatedly. And the sad fact is, people are that pissed off and ignorant, they don't even realize it. Okay? So, if you are one of my viewers, the next time somebody starts talking about somebody on food stamps or that they're on disability and they're fucking useless and this and that and something else, fucking remember me. Okay? Remember this face before you right now. It is high past time people stop letting them pull this bullshit. Really. There's a lot of people out there that are on the system right now. And it's partly because of the frickin' economy that they've fucked up. And it wasn't the people that are on the system that made that economy fuck up. It's the assholes in politics that let their banking friends rob all of us. And haven't done a damn thing yet in order to get the money back that was robbed. Save me the bullshit comments about I'm a liberal or I'm a conservative or whatever. I ain't either. I'm a realist. And the reality of the matter is, we live in a fucking society that far too many people are allowing themselves to be led around by the noses. They ain't using their fucking brains to think about much of anything. They're swallowing what the damn TV and the rest of the assholes are telling them instead of using some common sense and some real critical thought processes about what's being fed to them. And while everybody continues to bitch and bicker and blame the fucking conservatives or the liberals or the Republicans or the Democrats, whatever, and vice versa, we continue to slide and slip deeper and deeper into the shitter. really, people. It's time to start using your heads for something other than a hat rack. Think about it.